Hey guys, it's Co-op. Today I'm bringing you a video concerning Wii Fit Trainer and the ability to use her competitively. It's going to be a tutorial of sorts. I'm going to show you basically all her moves, what you want to be using with those, how you want to be playing the neutral and offstage games. Yeah, semi-competitively, I'd say. Semi-competitively because it's not really the best character choice for competitive just because your hitboxes are like as long as your arms, and that's it. But let's get into it. Wii Fit Trainer's got really good ground speed, especially with her sprint or dash. Your air mobility speed's also really good. A lot of your aerials don't have bad landing lag. We'll get to those later. We'll start with the special move. Salute the Sun's really good. Really good for playing the neutral game, forcing opponents to come to you to stop your charge. So then you're in control really of the pace of the match. Also does a really good amount of damage, and you also heal a certain amount of percent. I think it's like 1. Yeah, it's always 1. Next, for special attacks, you have deep breathing, which is going to restore 2%, and you're also going to get an attack boost. We can check the attack boost a little bit later to see specifically how much boost you get on moves, but it does increase killing power, so it's something to note, not to just throw out whenever it's going to be like really fast, like right at the start of the match, which is usually a good time. You either want to start with deep breathing or Salute the Sun. You also have your side B, which is the soccer ball. Something to note, so if I just give the input and stop, like, she'll just let the ball go as high as it possibly can and then hit it. But if you do side B and then B again, you immediately hit it wherever the ball is. So you can hit it like right out. So you can really like screw people up with the pacing. Like if for a majority of the match you start doing it really fast and that's what they're expecting, and then when you just wait and let it go, it's a way to trick up your opponents. And then also you have your up B. Something I think people really who just don't play Wii Fit Trainer don't know is that if you mash B, you actually go like almost twice as high compared to if you don't mash. And you can like get back from really far points down, and people will like how the fuck did you get back from there? Because they don't expect Wii Fit Trainer to have that recovery because they just don't play anyone who knows Wii Fit. We'll go into the just like jab. Jab's range is pretty bad until the like second and third move. The first move you're gonna need to be like right up on your opponent. Third move of the jab will ground your opponents. I didn't want to do the dash attack. I don't know why I'm having trouble grounding him. Maybe it's just because he's floating up in the air. Let's go back to a lower percent, and I'll get behind him. Maybe you just can't ground Dark Pit. Oh, there we go. Alright. And what you want to do when you have them grounded is time when they're coming out with some sort of aerial, whether it be neutral air or down air, or maybe even forward. Really, any of them you can use. Back air even. I can't really show like how fast people are usually going to get out of the ground with mashing, because if I set the computer to like level 9, he's most likely just going to air dodge whatever I throw out at him. So it's better to practice with a friend who you can have mashing out at like various percents, like 20, 40, 60. Get a general range, especially for the characters that that you really think that you want to use Wii Fit for that matchup. I can't really say any specific matchups that I'd say like Wii Fit Trainer just like directly has like a huge amount of like lead on when it comes to like the chances that you're gonna win, like a 70 to 30 or even 80 to 20. I think most matchups favor the other person over Wii Fit just because your range is such garbage. But your jab's really good, especially because your first of your jab also kicks back. Also with your forward tilt, you kick back and you kick them straight up. It's good. It's a good option to cover rolls. Like if I wanted to stand like right here and I thought he might roll back, I could just go with the forward tilt and just like inch forward like that. Your up tilt, it's pretty good. It has, the only problem is it has like most of the attacks I'm going to show you pretty much no range. Like we're getting pretty close here, and I'd really like to be hitting him at this point. So yeah, it's not a great option. If like they have to come right overhead or right in front of you, you can go for it. Not something I suggest. Your and then your down tilt comes out super slow. Not super slow, but compared to other tilts, and also the fact that once you do it, you can't act out of it really fast. A shield to just show you like how much time it takes once you get out of it. You have to wait basically till the legs are all the way back over her head, and again, you have no range on this. That's pretty funny. So your tilt's really, like forward tilt's really your only good option, and even then I might just go with jab. So our aerials, you got your forward air. Well, that was back air. I turned around. Great thing about the forward air is you cover your back, like a lot of her moves. So like if you're chasing someone off stage, you can just use a forward air. Also, yeah, that's a good part about it, is that the forward air can spike if you hit them right. The thing is, though, you need to hit them right, and it's not the easiest thing to angle like your character diagonally. I think once you learn it, you shouldn't have a problem like doing it as much as you do other spikes. You have your down air, which is your general spike, and if you hit them on the side, obviously, with it, it's going to shoot them diagonally upwards in the direction that they're on the side of you. But, of course, if you're on top, it will spike them down. Spike's not, it doesn't come out extremely fast, and then even then right there, like hitting the top, like, it's very hard to make it just be the go straight down variant. Really isn't a variant, but just getting that specific hitbox. He's like, even then, like, it should bounce him down against the stage. And then you have your back air, which I think is probably one of your most solid moves. Really strong, comes out really fast. Not a lot of landing lag if you want to do it into the ground. There's some. If you space it correctly, and then like it goes into shield, like you should be able to be fine. Just don't like overcommit and land like right here on the person if you go for it, because if they shield or you miss, you're gonna get punished. Your up air, really strong. As you can see, it goes from the right to the left, or whatever side you're facing, it goes to the other side. So that's important to note, where you're catching them and what way you're facing. It's pretty good. What I like to use it for mostly is when you have the opponents grounded, which is just not working with Dark Pit at the moment, is to catch them in the air and then use it, which it's hard to do just because I'm not used to the timing of the opponent not mashing at all. So let's see, like that. That's what you want to be doing with your aerials. If you have someone near the edge of the stage, I'd suggest going for the back air if you can time it right. You're not gonna like, you're only gonna have a little bit of like a hitbox to hit them with, whereas up air you got a little bit more. And then my favorite of the air attacks is the neutral air. It sets up really good for combos. There is like no landing lag, like barely, when you go onto the ground with it. The biggest problem with it though is like if someone's behind you like that, if you don't like hit them at the perfect time, you're probably gonna miss them. And also it can auto cancel really fast if you like don't have the jumping down. Like if you use it a little too late, like you won't start off like, I'm trying to show that off, but I'm so ingrained with the timing being correct. But like that, like you won't even get it off before she's done like stretching all the way around. But it's like your best move to set up into combos, when you can just get the opponents in the neutral. If you can just catch them. Trying to show that off now. And you can get them in a jab or go for another aerial. But the big thing I suggest with your aerial game is use neutral airs. It's your best air attack. I think Wii Fit Trainer's got some really good aerials, but they also come with like some specific costs. But I think this is a more reliable spike. The forward air. Oh, that was nice. Oh, I like that footstool too. I didn't even try that on purpose. Of course, when I try to go for the down air, I miss. It's a lot easier to space, just because the down air doesn't come out so fast, and your forward air comes out really quickly. Also, you can hit them in that hitbox and kill them at 160 on the edge of FD. And then we can go to grabs. None of your grabs are spectacular. Really, your down throw is the only one that's going to come into play with being able to hit them after you throw them. Your back throw is going to throw them too far back for you to even get close to them, even at like 0 or 1. Like, you're not going to be able to chase them just because you're not that fast, and they're going to act out of it. Like, you won't get to them before hit stun's over. Your up throw's alright. Like I said, with the back throw, not enough hit stun, they're going to be able to get away from you. If you can guess an air dodge, you should be fine. Skype, stop making noises. I should have turned that off beforehand, but yeah. So really, air game, neutral airs. You can even go for the back throw neutral. Well, he's at 2% now, but I think you can go for the back throw neutral air. Well, you gotta act really fast. Let's see. Can you even do? No, I don't think you can. yeah, you can only go for the back air just because you can't get close enough to them to use the neutral air. Like, they're just outside of the range for you to hit the back air. Like, they're just in range for the back air and nothing else. Your forward throw, again, not great. None of these are going to be kill throws. Like, these aren't going to be your options. Like, we're gonna toss the percent up pretty high and see where we're gonna start killing Dark Pit with the up throw. Spoiler alert, it's going to be pretty high. Like, I don't even think here's gonna do it. Yeah, not even close. Let's try 160. You want to get up, man? 170 maybe. See, like, I know Dark Pit's a heavy character, but really, like, this isn't gonna be what you want to be going for. Like, even 180 on a heavy character. Let's push him over to the edge, and we'll see what we can do with a forward throw and a back throw. Yeah, your forward throw will, I guess, at like 160, or, well, he was at like 190 at that point. We'll push him again over here. We could just reset. I noticed that now, but, you know, that's not fun. See, like, even then, it's not that reliable, and I don't think back throw is going to do much more work. Set it back to 160. Your back throw is your best kill throw, but you're going to need to be on the edge or, like, on town and city on a platform that's getting pulled away and throw. Like, it's nothing like Sonic or Ness for their throws, and you don't have any combo throws like Falcon or Luigi. So really, the big thing to note is, for the offstage game, your back air and your forward air are really good for covering, like, a lot of ground. I really don't suggest the down air that much. That's usually the most obvious spike, and that's a good thing with Wii Fit Trainer, is that you can spike by using a forward air. So if you're not like if you're gonna be right on top of a person, like, when they see an attack coming, they're gonna air dodge. But if you're like ahead of them, like over in this range, like, they might not air dodge yet because they don't know that Wii Fit Trainer can spike like this. Sorry, I wanted to try that. I didn't think it was gonna work. All right, get out of here. But yeah, talking about the neutral game, you're gonna want to be trying to charge your Salute the Sun and or your deep breathing a lot of the time, because you really force a tempo change on the opponent, because if they start seeing this, they're going to rush you, or they're going to start charging their own move, whether it be like their own Salute the Sun, like Samus's charge, DK's punch, like that sort of stuff. So you're going to want to be careful when you start doing this, just because when you start charging, you're giving them charge to time. Because, like, I really think, like, you can shield right out of deep breathing. So it's really good to force your opponents in with a dash attack, and then you can just grab them and beat up on them a little bit. Your, like, beat up in the grab isn't that fast or that strong, 3%. We'll just kill him here. We're going to show the differences in the damage with deep breathing. But yeah, deep breathing, well, yeah, it's good to recover the 3% or like 2%, and also get the attack boost. I think it's like strongest for just like tempo change, just because you force your opponent to react in something that they weren't prepared for, and most people are going to go reckless and be like, the Wii Fit Trainer is probably going to try to hold out and make it to the end, so they think a dash attack's safe, and it's usually not. Also, your dash attack is pretty good. I didn't mean to do that, Pit, please. You can't really act fast out of it, but it's not a bad one. It's not like any of the super safe ones, but it's not bad like Luigi's. It's a good option sometimes. It's just like with dash attacks, you want to be careful, because like shield will kick your ass on a dash attack, and it's not one like where it's Luigi's or Kirby's where it also stays out for like 10 like fucking seconds. It's done pretty quickly. Your hitboxes go away pretty fast. But oh, and then we can cover the smash attacks, and then we can get to deep breathing. Forward smash is your best and really only smash attack, I think. 21 damage, and you do have a shit ton of knockback. Your up smash, watch this won't hit. I don't even know if standing on top of him it's gonna hit. That's how close you have to be, and then also your hitbox is like the tip of your fingers. Like, this should hit. I'll try to space to show that like you can still be insanely close, and this won't hit. Like, it doesn't cover a lot of ground at all. Like, I don't like going for this, even if you're like on Battlefield and they're landing on a ledge and you're going for this. I'd rather just go for the jump into neutral air while they're hitting the platform instead of this, just because if you don't space correctly, like perfectly, you're not hitting them. You also have your down smash. This thing is garbage. Like, I would use it to edge guard, and that's it. even for roll punishes, I'd rather someone use a forward smash than a down smash, just because, like, flick the stick, it takes long for it to come out. Like, it might not seem like in this video that it's taking that long. When you're playing a person and, like, they're shielding and rolling, like, and they're rolling into it, and you go for the down smash, just flicking your, like, C stick or just down A. They have so much time when they get out of their roll if you don't time it perfectly. And if you do time it perfectly, you should be fine. But there are times when, or I should say a majority of times, that it's not going to be timed super perfect. Plus, like the damage shows, it's only like 10 damage. Or, well, that was a fully charged one. Not what I wanted to do. It's going to reset, but alright, down smash. Just 10. Uncharged forward smash is 14. And uncharged up smash is 15. But like I said, I really don't think up smash or down smash is a viable option most of the time. Like, doing this could cover the ledge pretty well. The only thing is, like, her legs isn't like right on the ground, so you're not going to catch people on the few frames when they're grabbing ledges, because your hitbox is hitting above the edge of the stage regardless of which way you're facing. And even then, I don't know if the down tilt can catch people if they're on the ledge. I don't think it can. I don't think your hitbox goes like level with the floor. But let's check out what deep breathing does to our smashes. Uncharged goes to 16 instead of 14 for your forward smash. Your up smash goes to 17 instead of 16, and then down smash is still at 10. Or wait, well, deep breathing wore off, so we'll just take our time. And also, deep breathing doesn't last that long. It went to 11, so it does give you a boost. Full charge goes to 25 instead of 21. So deep breathing is really going to help you on smash attacks when they're fully charged, or when you can charge them a little bit. But like in competitive, you're not going to be charging smash attacks that much. It still is a good power boost, and it does increase the knockback. So getting someone with a forward smash with deep breathing right here is like incredibly strong. See, like there, like I'm going to completely whiff there, and you open yourself up because there's like so much lag beast. You basically have to return to the fighting stance, and then you can shield. And like down smash takes forever too. You have to stand fully up before you can go back into shield. But like I said, neutral game is just staying in charge of the tempo with your Salute the Sun, and forcing them different movement options by shooting it at them. You can shoot smaller ones at them. The range isn't like super fantastic. It'll cover, well, it covers like 3/4 of Final Destination, and it does increase with a fully charged Salute the Sun. Let's see if we can make it all the way across with the Salute the Sun. You can. It's also a really good edge guarding material because you can force an air dodge into like your forward air that will spike if you're facing the right way. And then like one really big thing to note with a soccer ball with your side B is it halts all momentum in the air. So like kind of how you would use Fox's shine to stall in the air if you're off stage, you can come right here over the edge, and well, that wasn't how I wanted to do it. Come right over the edge and get it to the soccer ball. Like you can get it to where like the soccer ball is what just peeks over and bounces to them, and it will make it across the stage. You got to be careful though. If you do it like on the ground, you're gonna go high enough on Battlefield to where it'll get caught on the like it'll hit the platform. But it's a really good tool. You can start charging deep breathing or Salute the Sun off stage and just air dodge to get out of it. You can't jump to get out of them. Air dodge is the only way. I don't think you can. Can you snap a ledge? No, you can't. You cannot snap a ledge with deep breathing. Well, to snap the ledge, we have to be off stage. Yeah, you're not going to snap it at all. So that's like, I wouldn't go with deep breathing off stage, even though it does really, really slow you down. I'd more so just go with the side B, because while also stalling you, you also get something on the field to either have the opponent shield or roll away from, so that you have time to get on stage however you feel like. A really good trick I like to use, not so much a trick, most characters use it. You like just fall down and immediately jump over the edge and either go into a forward air or a neutral air. Because if they're just sitting on the ledge with a shield, neutral air will set you up into combos if they let go of the shield. Because sometimes they see the initial hit for a second, let go. There's not a lot of time, so I wouldn't say that you can really bet on that happening often. But you can also kind of like peek forward with forward smash there if you would like to do so. It's a pretty good option, but remember that coming back onto the ledge after you do that, you're not going to gain invincibility frames from grabbing the ledge, so they're going to be able to punish you immediately if you don't get back off that ledge. And that's really it. Neutral game. Really just go for neutral airs. Like start of jabs, I like to knock opponents back with. Going into the third hit of the jab will give you some slowdown. Not slowdown. Some like cooldown before you can like shield or do anything. And if it goes into shield, depending on the character, they may be able to dash and grab you. But neutral airs is where it's at. Deep breathing and salute the sun are definitely going to want to be what you want to do to control the pace of the match. God, that sentence was a clusterfuck. But yeah, Wii Fit Trainer's overall a really fun character. I enjoy her a lot. Competitively, she's not someone I'm going to bring into a tournament. And I've been playing her a lot the past month. I wouldn't say that that's enough time to be like, oh yeah, tournament viable, definitely with the character, because I've been playing my other 3 characters that I plan to play at tournaments, Captain Falcon, Luigi, and Fox. I've been playing them for a lot longer, but if you're looking for a character that's really going to be able to compete with high-tier characters, Wii Fit is not the choice character, I'd say. She's a lot of fun, and you can watch some stuff by TK Breezy, because he plays almost exclusively Wii Fit, especially on his streams and at Xanadu. And he's pretty good. It's just there's only so much you can do with this character, especially when you're going up against like higher tiered characters like Sheik and Sonic and such. Sonic falling out of favor then, so is Zero Suit. But like your biggest weakness is your hitboxes, because they are so bad, and some of your moves just have like a little bit too much of lag. Most of your aerials are fine. Going into the ground, you're gonna act out of them pretty fast. I don't really have the patience to find out exactly how many frames it is. That's most likely somewhere on the internet. I'll go look up that and probably toss that in the description if I can, to see what how fast you can act out of aerials going into the ground. But yeah, that's really it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have fun playing Wii Fit Trainer. She's a lot of fun. And maybe you guys can figure something out that will revolutionize the meta and bring Wii Fit to #1. I'd be excited for that. I don't think it's possible, but nevertheless, I'd be excited. I'm Co-op, and I'll see you guys in my next video.